thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you all here. And I think I have now the exciting challenge to take you from the large trucks and trailer business into our tiny little vans world. And then I will give over to our colleague in Kia to continue that journey. So starting, with revolutionizing, it's a very, very strong word for what we're trying to do, but what we really wanted to express is that we want to fundamentally create new innovation and change the way we do business with our commercial customers. So it's much more than providing electric vehicle. It's more about how we transform their business, help them, and give them the support to move to electrified vehicles at their pace in the right moment and for the right vehicles they have in their fleet. So it's a pace to get into a connected and electrified world. And when we're talking about the revolution, we are not just talking about the electrified vehicle. So some of you have been with us probably 2 years ago when in Barcelona we launched the Ford Pro brand. It's a new business unit within Ford, and it's entirely dedicated to digitalize and bring commercial customer forward in their journey to zero emission and help them with a set of 360-degree ecosystem, as we call it, to help them to make that transformation through software, charging solutions, service financing, and the vehicles and the conversion of vehicles to increase their productivity. So we are working on maximizing the uptime of the vehicle, lowering the operating cost, and make the transition to the electrified world quicker. So PRO, in our case, stands for productivity. So also one slide with numbers. We started our transformation and our growth in the light commercial vehicle world about 12 years ago. We had a nice growth path, and for 9 years we are now the #1 brand in the light commercial vehicle world in Europe. So we feel this as a great responsibility to also drive the electrification and the digitalization for our customers forward. So starting similar to what Mr. Baumann said, you always start with the product. So we, in the last 2 years, have entirely renewed our light commercial lineup. So we started 2 years ago with the e-Transit, and then we have renewed all the vehicles step by step. We have brought the new Ranger. We have now just launched this year the new 1-ton Transit Custom. We will bring in September the new Connect, and we have already launched the Courier. They were all developed with the customer mindset always. We listened to a lot of customers. What were their pain points with our products before? What are elements of their work life that are not addressed by current light commercial vehicles? And particularly, we are also designed all of those vehicles having an EV solution in mind. So as I said, we started with the e-Transit 2 years ago. It set a kind of benchmark in the 2-ton segment. We have achieved last year more than 50% market share, and it has outsold the second competitor by 1 to 5. So in the 2-ton segment with the e-Transit, we are offering a variety of choice. So you have the van, but you also have a lot of conversion that have been done on the e-Transit Custom, on the e-Transit. And one example is our cooperation with DPDHL. At a global level, they have purchased so far around 2,000 vehicles from us, both as a van conversion, but also as a box body conversion for the typical last mile applications. And there are many more customers in the last mile segment that have chosen the e-Transit. We are also trying to be very innovative with new not new customers for us, but with new applications. So we have delivered our first electric ambulance to the Bavarian Red Cross. It's being tested right now in the south of Germany. So that's one of the one example of getting innovation and also very new vehicles into e-mobility. But we are launching every vehicle in our lineup now with an electric platform. So the e-Transit Custom has been launched, can be ordered together with a plug-in hybrid version, which I think is also quite an interesting option for the transition to an electrified future. We will have the Transit Connect into market in September, and then early next year we will have a full electric Transit Courier, and we will launch early next year also the #1 pickup with the Ranger with a plug-in hybrid solution, which range is one thing, but the power of that engine is really going to be exciting. So we will have electrified all our entire lineup by the beginning of next year. So the e-Transit Custom is the big thing right now. We're in the middle of the launch and picking up the word of revolution. I mean, if you want to have a revolution, you have to reach the masses, and the 1-ton segment is the largest volume we have, particularly as we have to move on from the large fleet customers to the small and medium business, because 50% of our sales are in the 1-ton segment with those customers. So it will play a major role to electrify the small and medium business that we have, and without a lot of compromises that product has to give to the customers. So in the craft business, so to electrify the electrician, the plumbers, the roofers, I mean, all these people that are vital to our daily life, we have to deliver a vehicle that can reliably do the job. So we are offering with the e-Transit Custom really a wide choice for them. So we have 4 series that they can choose from a trend up to a very, very sporty MSRT. And but we also have a lot of other choice to choose a selection from. So we have 2 lengths, we have 2 heights, we have 4 body styles, from a classical panel van, we have a combi, we have a double cabin van, and also the very new multi-cab that maybe some of you could already see. With the payload of 1 ton, the small medium customer do not have to do a lot of compromises in their daily business. And with the best-in-class towing capacity of up to 2.3 tons, they can extend that payload so that they can do almost every job they did with a classical vehicle as well. And the range of the vehicle is 337 kilometers. I know compared to passenger cars, it's not the widest range, but most of our commercial customers, they drive around 80 kilometers per day. So for most small and medium business, that will very much do the job. So it's very important that the cars are able to do the job, and I think we have our EVs really designed to meet those requirements. In a recent study published by the Center of Economics and Business Research, they said electrification is growing, maybe not at the rate we were expecting, but we will expect further growth into e-mobility. The highest proportion of electric vans in Europe were registered in Germany with a little bit more than 9%. But it also means that a lot of small and medium companies are still hesitant to move to electrification. And it's a lot of things, I think it's just a little bit also in their heads around range anxiety. Yeah? But it's our job to convince those customers to move to electrification and to help them to move to electrification at their pace and at their timings. So we have, in the research, also found out that 60% of those small and medium customers are considering to move to electrified vehicles within the next 5 years. So to switch to e-mobility, therefore, it's not just enough to have the vehicle that is capable, but you have to support them with practical and smart solution around that move. Yeah. So, and again, focusing on those small and medium customers, very often they don't have a professional fleet management department. It's very often it's the admin manager or HR manager that also runs those 5 to 10 vehicles. So it's much more important with our Ford Pro ecosystem that we provide that one-stop shop solution for them that addresses all the things. And for them, it's important time and money. So on the road to electrification, we have to help those small and medium companies to take the benefits in terms of money and time savings that those vehicles and the ecosystem around it can deliver. So we already have talked a little bit about the Ford Pro telematics applications, which can analyze all the data submitted by the vehicle modem in real time. And there's one app that we are offering to our customer that helps them to decide which of their vehicle is the fastest to amortize the increased cost of the vehicle. So let's take the e-Transit Custom. And the question came before, what's the pricing that is on top of a diesel? So for the e-Transit Custom, it's around 6,000 euro. So if we have at the same time about 40% lower running cost in repair and maintenance, which of the vehicles in your fleet amortizes that gap the quickest? And that's where the eSwitch Assistant helps in your current fleet to decide which of your vehicles you're running today is the fastest to amortize that gap. So this tool is an efficient tool to make you decide, oh, I can switch vehicle A or vehicle B, and maybe C, I can't, I have to wait. And which data does it take to account? It takes the route, it takes the driving style, so it takes all kind of data that we can capture from the modem to decide which is the vehicle you can change. And with the 2-year maintenance interval that we are offering on our e-Transit Custom and the 8-year warranty without mileage on the high voltage components, there are probably more vehicles in your car park that can be moved to an e-vehicle than most of our customers will expect. But once then this decision has been taken, I can change 1 or 2 or 3, whatever, vehicles into an EV solution. Obviously, our work doesn't stop, because we have to assist those small and medium customers also how we implement those electric vehicles in their fleet. And one big element is charging. We offer three steps within the charging. So we have a depot charging solution for those companies that have on their side a charging, they want to establish a charging park, or we have a wide public charging network with a blue oval network, which delivers more than 650,000 fast charging points in Europe. And now we are also offering a home charging solution. And we will take care of the installation of the charging and smart charging solution that will always look when to charge best at the lowest cost. And our team also go to those customers and will help them in the conversation with the local electricity suppliers to understand what is required to install those charging points. So there's a lot of work also with the small and medium, because they take their vehicles, very often the drivers take their vehicles home. So they don't have a depot charging solution on site, but the vehicles are taken home to the employees. So there we offer this home charging solution, which is a set of solutions with the software. We get the hardware, we do the installation, and we do the maintenance. So we take care of the full installation, and for those employees that have then this home charging solution installed, we will provide them also through our software with a reimbursement tool. So the software will split the electricity bill from what he used for his private home and what is used to charge his car. So we will enable the company to reimburse via the payslip every month also the amount that he used for the charging his vehicle. So just like for his colleague who drives a diesel, who gets a fixed rate per kilometer, he will get a fixed rate for kilowatt hour of electricity. And then again, if it cannot be charged in the depot or at home, we have the white blue oval charging network. So when switching to e-mobility, commercial customer can therefore profit from from wide set of solutions that we are offering, and we believe we have a very, very comprehensive connected sales and service offering, probably the most complete within the light commercial business. So it not only supports in the transition to e-mobility, but helps them to manage their fleets. So I don't know how many from you already know the whole full suite of the Ford Pro offering, and probably I could talk all morning, but I think I have to keep it short. So with the 4 elements that we are offering on top of our vehicles, software is the key. It all starts with the connected vehicles. We're using that data for a desktop solution, but also driver apps, where all the fleet managers can look on a dashboard how their vehicles perform. Vehicle health data is captured. They can do their route planning, and we also use that data then in our service offering, because that data is used to submit the vehicle health data in our uptime center, the Ford Life system, which the wall you can see, which is on the left upper corner. That data is available to us and our transit center, even for 60 days in the past. So when the customer comes to the service point, the technician exactly knows what is going on with the vehicle. But we also can proactively do repair and maintenance work, because we know the car park manager or the dealer can advise which vehicles should go very soon into the workshop, so they can do an efficient planning to when these vehicles can go. The parts are already available, and then the downtime can be minimized. And on top, if the customer doesn't want to come to the dealership, we have in Germany 90 mobile service vans on the roads to do that repair work, also on the side of the companies, or even when the technician is at work, we go where he is with his van right now, and while he is serving his customer, we are servicing his van. So very pragmatic and also digital solution. And then we have a finance offering that combines all those products. If it is a wall box, the vehicle, or the telematic solution, into one financing, very easy for our customers. And then last but not least, charging, which I already have talked about. So coming to a conclusion, I said we revolutionize. I think we have combined a lot of innovative solution within our products. We are fully committed to go into a zero-emission lineup. So all our vehicles will be electrified by the beginning of next year, and then we have our ecosystem, which with a 360-degree offering to increase the productivity of our customers, lowering the downtimes so that we become very, the cost gap that we have between e-mobility and traditional engines can be minimized so that the overall TCO is completely offset, so they can save time, they can save money by moving to electrified vehicles. And then we also have an extensive distribution network of our dealers with specialized transit center that are there to serve our commercial vehicle customers. And with that, I have concluded. Thank you very much, and I'm looking really forward to meet you all in Hanover in September. Thank you very much.
Thank you. A lot of data. I really love data. So I could talk about software and data analysis for ages, but not today, not here on the stage. Are there any questions from the audience? Yes.
You talk about the plug-in hybrid solution, plug-in hybrid options for the range. Is it available on the whole range? And what's your view on plug-in hybrid for the near future? Is it just a temporary solution, or is something you truly rely on in view of 2035? Thank you.
So on the 1 ton Transit Custom, we actually offer the full range. So we will have diesel, plug-in hybrid, and full electric, because that's our volume segment. And then we have a plug-in hybrid on the Ranger, and we will have a plug-in hybrid on the Transit Connect. And I think for all 3 vehicles, plug-in hybrid is a very viable option for the small and medium customers to actually get into the transition to e-mobility. If I, for example, take the Transit Connect, it has the range is about 100 kilometers that it can go full electric. So I guess for a lot of companies and maybe not only looking into Germany, but also other markets where we already have zero emission zones in cities, those vehicles probably can do the job driving full electric all day, and then only if they need to go outside the city or do a longer trip, then they can use the traditional combustion engine. So I think plug-in hybrid is a good alternative for those customers that occasionally have to do long trips, but want to be also on the way to electrification, want to gain experience around charging solution, and maybe have to simply get access to inner cities which have blocks for combustion engines.
Thank you. That was a colleague from Sustainable Truck and Sustainable Van from Italy. So we have another question. Could you please tell us your name and the media?
Of course. My name is Claudia Vogt. I am a freelance journalist from Poland. You talked about TCO, and a few weeks ago I asked courier who broke me package. I asked him for EVs, for electric vehicle. The answer was clearly, no way, no business, too expensive leasing, too expensive electricity. So when the TCO decreases, when we compare it to diesel engine. Thank you.
Oh, I think I need a crystal ball for that, if someone just has it to hand. I think I've talked about the app that we offer our customers to decide when to move which vehicle into e-mobility, because the eSwitch Assist does exactly that. It analyzes the data of your current diesel fleet and shows you, with your electricity costs that you have in your region, your home, when that business case flips. Yeah? So when the higher purchase cost will be amortized by the lower maintenance cost and by the better electricity cost. And that depends on your individual situation, and that's why that tool is so powerful to really spot which vehicle is ready to switch. Yeah? And it might not be for everyone, and that's why we also introduce plug-in hybrid, because it's not for every application today to move to an electrified vehicle. So what we're trying to do is go to those companies that maybe have already a photovoltaic on their roofs, that have a charging point, so electricity cost is already down with the lower maintenance and operating costs, the nice warranty and maybe then, it overall, it becomes a business case. It will not be for everyone today. It's a journey to get there.